How long have you been restoring cars?
Oh, 46 years.
And what do you find the most satisfying moment in a restoration is?
You know, probably the single most is when you're at an event like this and you have your fellow peer group, such as Alan Taylor, who's been doing this for years, and Harry, and everyone recognize that, you know, Robert, you're a part of this restoration community. Thank you. And as you can see with all the Packards out there, some people don't know me as Robert. They know me as Bobby. That's how long I've been doing it. So from Custom Auto Service and Bobby, I want to thank everyone, Alan Taylor and the entire selection committee, in thanking you for selecting Custom Auto Service as your honored restoration service.
A round of applause, please. Custom Auto Service and Robert Escalante. And I'm going to ask you to tell us a couple of things about the featured car on the artwork, the car from General Lyons.
Well, as you can see, that's an automobile. It's a 34. It is an extremely rare automobile. It's only 6 of them in the world. If you look at that car, the color, the style, that's how you traveled in 1934. Today, that is the pinnacle of most car collectors when they want to own a car, is a 1934 Boattail Speedster. Today, it's being driven, it's owned by Mr. and Mrs. Lyon. It's being showed by Robin Miller. Robin knows that car in and out. I don't even have to tell you about that car. You just have to go look at that car. And it is everything, it speaks to you. So if you have a moment, say hi to a lot of the restorers here, but mostly to Robin, who takes care of that car. He shouldn't even be paid to take care of that car, right?
Well, I'd like to ask you, the selection of Packards here is quite extraordinary. And with Packard, because it's a marque that has gone into time, we can see it from the very beginning to the very end. At its heyday, how would you sum up what made Packard special and what made it stand apart from the other cars that were being built at that time, at its highest point?
Well, it goes without saying, Packard had a great quote, and that was, "Ask the man who owns one." And today it's ask the man or woman who owns one. And if you look at every one of the cars, just look at it, drive in it, ride in it, and you don't have to explain what was Packard's heyday. Here in America, it's considered the American Rolls-Royce. And I have to say, if you look on the field, you will see an entire genre of Packard automobiles. And you'll see, we have an organization we belong to. It's called Packards International. And they have a mantra, and it is more than a club, a lifestyle. And by that is because typically when you saw these cars and they were manufactured, for instance, Richard Waldworth has a 48 Packard limousine with a handicap chair that actually was built for that purpose. And then you have a 54 Caribbean owned by Nick Farros, who basically drives that car with the top down in a sporty vehicle that can seat 4. So, not to belabor Packard, but just look at what's being honored today, Packard.
And let me ask you a question, Alan. You made this trophy. Can you tell us something about your inspiration and how long it took to make it and how you did it?
It takes about 40 hours to create something like this. And in the Best of Show award this year is Riding the Wave of Excellence. And with Robert Escalante as our Restorer of the Year, I thought it would be appropriate to have Riding the Wave of Excellence in his trophy as well.
You've done a beautiful job. These are works of art. Congratulations, Robert. Thank you for everything you've done for so many people over the years.
Again, thank you to all this committee, Alan Taylor, Mike Dovier, and Harry Clark and Nigel Matthews. You guys have put together a phenomenal event.
Restorer of the Year, Robert Escalante.
So Mayor Kevin Faulkner has chosen this 1954 Packard Caribbean as his choice today. Thank you and congratulations.
What a fabulous Packard.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
This is post-war Packard.
Philip Wishart Memorial Award for Excellence in Design to this magnificent LeBaron body 1934 12-cylinder Packard Motel Speedster, which is absolutely stunning. It's one of what, four? One of four, and my dad saw this.
Actually, Keith, this award is the FIVA HVA. So I'm trying not to slaughter this one, but it's Federation International Vehicles Antique. So FIVA is it's formerly called This Car Matters, was given to a car that had significant history, be it automotive history or a family connection, is now called the National Vehicle Registry Award. This car doesn't get any better than having an incredible family lineage. This vehicle has been in the family since 1915, and it's had a little bit of cosmetic touch-ups, but it is pretty much what you see is what you get. And the nice thing about this vehicle is it's used, and people get to see it, and it's a very early Packard, and it's absolutely magnificent, and it's local. So congratulations.
Let's give him a round of applause. Good job, guys.
And great lunch yesterday, and great facility, and thank you for helping with the tour. We really appreciate it. Nigel, thank you. And thank you for what you're doing with FIVA and HVA, because the more that we can raise the awareness, the fact that the cars matter and how they sit, it doesn't mean that we might not change them or restore them, but it means that we think about it before we do.
This is Tom Matano, who's a director of, oh, he's in the back seat as well. There he is.
Mr. Miata.
Tom Matano.
Yes, sir.
Accepting. He's a director of industrial design.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Beautiful car.
Tom, let me ask you a couple of questions since I have you here. Tom, let me ask you a quick question here. When you designed the Miata, we kind of thought that the world of two-seat sports cars was dead. There was maybe the poor old Alfa Romeo that was kind of in there. Look at the detail, the chain there, the way that the rear view mirrors are mounted. Next class, Packard, 1933 to 1958. Third place, Randy Carlson with the 1934 Packard Super 8. 11 card, right? It's Packard, all right. Look at this beautiful car. Look at the hood ornament on this. That is a formal sedan. Suicide doors. Great period color. Look at the rear window, the oval shape to it.